أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
يوصيكم الله في أولادكم للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين فإن كن نساء فوق 2 فلهن ثلثا ما ترك وإن كانت واحدة فلها النصف.
In this verse, Allah shows 3 cases for children. Children here means sons and daughters. The first case, if there were sons and daughters, the son receives the equivalent of the share of 2 daughters. Then, if a father died, leaving behind 1 son and 1 daughter, then the daughter gets a share and the son gets 2 shares. If the wealth was 6,000, how much we would give the daughter? We will give her 2,000 and give the son 4,000. So if a father died, leaving 2 sons and 2 daughters, and the wealth was 6,000, then each son receives 2 shares, and each daughter receives 1 share. Then we give each daughter 1,000 and give each son 2,000. Then the total becomes 6,000. This was the first case. If there were sons and daughters, then the son received the equivalent of the share of 2 daughters. The second case, if there are daughters, more than 2, they get 2/3 of what he leaves. If a father died, leaving only daughters with no sons, then the daughters receive 2/3 of what the father left. And if he died, leaving 2 daughters and 1 uncle, and the wealth was 6,000, then the 2 daughters receives 2/3, which means they get 4,000 from the wealth. As 1/3 of 6,000 is 2,000, then the 2/3 of 6,000 are 4,000, and the uncle gets the rest. And if the father died, leaving 4 daughters and 1 brother, as long as there are no sons and there are 2 daughters or more, then the daughters receive 2/3 of the wealth. And then we give the daughters 4,000 of the 6,000, and the brother gets the rest. The third case, if there is only 1, if a father died leaving only 1 daughter, then she gets the half of the wealth. Then, if a father died leaving 1 daughter and 3 brothers, the daughter gets half of the wealth, which was 6,000. Then she gets 3,000, and the 3 brothers get the rest. Each one would have 1,000. Also, if the father left 1 daughter and his mother, then the daughter gets the half. Then Allah Azza wa Jal says, as for the parents, each gets 1/6 of what he leaves, if he had children. Now, there is a link between the dead man's children and his parents. The first case, as for the parents, each gets 1/6 of what he leaves. If he had children, if a man died leaving his mother, his father, 1 son and 2 daughters, then the mother gets 1/6 and the father gets 1/6. If the wealth was 6,000, then the mother and the father, each one gets 1,000. Now the rest of the wealth is 4,000. The son gets 2 shares, which means he gets 2,000, and the daughter, each one gets 1,000. This was the first case for the parents. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if he had no children, and his parents inherit from him. His mother gets 1/3. If a man died leaving his father and his mother with no children, his mother gets 1/3, and his father gets the rest, which is 2/3. This was the second case. The third case for parents. If he has siblings, his mother gets 1/6. A man died leaving his mother and his full brothers, then his mother gets 1/6. As long as he had 2 brothers or more, then his mother gets 1/6. Then he gets 1,000 out of the 6,000, and his full brothers get the rest. This verse mentioned cases for children and parents. Here Allah Azza wa Jal said, after fulfilling any bequest and paying off debts, this bequest is enforceable. But first, we pay off the debts, then fulfill the bequest, and what's left from the wealth is shared by the heirs. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, your parents and your children, you don't know which are closer to you in welfare. This is God's law. God is knowing and all-wise. God's blessing and peace upon our Prophet Muhammad.